Einar Gerhardsen, 1903–1987, was a prominent Norwegian political leader and statesman, known as the Father of the Nation for his crucial role in shaping post-war Norway. He served as Norway's Prime Minister for 3 non-consecutive terms and is widely regarded as one of the key architects of modern Norway, especially in terms of its social democratic welfare state. Early life and background. Gerhardsen was born on May 10, 1903, in the small town of Asker, just outside Oslo. He grew up in a working-class family, which influenced his strong commitment to social justice and equality. His early years were marked by economic hardship, and this shaped his views on the importance of labor rights and social welfare systems. He completed his schooling at a technical school in Oslo and, like many of his generation, became involved in labor movements and political activism at an early age. Gerhardsen joined the Norwegian Labour Party, Arbeiderpartiet, in 1921, driven by his belief in socialism and the need for the working class to organize and advocate for better conditions. Early political career. In the early 1930s, as the leader of the local youth branch of the Labour Party, Gerhardsen started to rise through the ranks of the Norwegian political scene. He was strongly influenced by the rise of fascism in Europe and the economic challenges of the Great Depression, which emphasized the need for a new political vision centered on solidarity and social reform. In 1934, he was elected to the Oslo City Council and, shortly thereafter, to the Norwegian Parliament. During this period, Gerhardsen advocated for workers' rights and the nationalization of key industries, including railroads, energy, and other sectors critical for Norway's economic development. World War II and resistance. When World War II broke out, Norway was invaded by Nazi Germany in 1940, leading to the occupation of the country. Gerhardsen, along with other Labour Party leaders, opposed the occupation. He was arrested by the Nazis in 1941 and sent to a German concentration camp, but he managed to escape in 1943. During the occupation, Gerhardsen became a leading figure in the Norwegian resistance movement. He was part of the secret efforts to organize against Nazi rule and to help the Norwegian people endure the hardships of war. His leadership during this time gained him widespread respect and admiration among Norwegians. It also set the stage for his eventual return to power after the war. Post-war leadership and the rise of social democracy. After the war ended in 1945, Norway was left devastated. Einar Gerhardsen's leadership was seen as essential for the reconstruction of the country. He became Prime Minister in 1945, leading the first Labour government since the Nazi occupation. His policies focused on rebuilding the nation's infrastructure, strengthening the welfare state, and modernizing the economy. The Labour Party, under his leadership, implemented progressive policies aimed at social equality and economic justice, laying the foundation for Norway's post-war prosperity. Gerhardsen's government introduced a range of reforms that made Norway one of the world's most egalitarian societies. These included the establishment of a comprehensive welfare state, with universal health care, free education, pensions, and social insurance systems. His government also nationalized several key industries, which helped to ensure that Norway's natural resources were used for the benefit of the public rather than private profit. Economic and social reforms. In addition to his social policies, Gerhardsen worked to strengthen Norway's position in the international arena. He was a staunch supporter of the United Nations and was instrumental in Norway's post-war foreign policy, which aligned with the Western Bloc during the Cold War. While Norway did not join NATO until 1949, Gerhardsen supported military cooperation with the West and was a proponent of European integration. Domestically, Gerhardsen's government was committed to balancing economic growth with social welfare. Norway's economy grew rapidly in the post-war period, thanks in part to the discovery of oil in the North Sea in the 1960s. This resource wealth allowed for greater social spending, and Norway's model of social democracy became a key example for other nations looking to balance economic growth with social equality. Political legacy and later years. Gerhardsen was Prime Minister for a total of 17 years, serving from 1945 to 1951, 1955 to 1963, and 1963 to 1965. Though his later years in office were marked by challenges, such as opposition from the growing Conservative and Christian Democratic parties, Gerhardsen's influence continued to be felt. He remained a key figure in the Labour Party until his retirement from active politics in the 1970s. His social democratic vision continued to shape Norwegian policy long after his departure from office, and he is often credited with creating the blueprint for the modern Norwegian welfare state. His leadership helped to transform Norway from a largely agrarian society into a prosperous and industrialized nation. Gerhardsen retired from politics in the mid-1970s but continued to serve as a prominent figure within the Labour Party. He died on September 19, 1987, at the age of 84, leaving behind a lasting legacy as one of Norway's most influential leaders. Personal life and character. Einar Gerhardsen was known for his modest and down-to-earth personality. He came from humble beginnings and remained closely connected to the working-class roots of his political ideology throughout his life. Despite the significant power he wielded as Prime Minister, Gerhardsen was not seen as an elitist. His image was that of a tireless servant of the people. He was a family man, married to Randi Gerhardsen, with whom he had children. His private life was mostly kept out of the public eye, reflecting his belief in the importance of personal humility and service to the nation. Conclusion. Einar Gerhardsen's impact on Norway was profound, and his leadership helped shape the nation into one of the most prosperous and egalitarian in the world. His vision of a strong welfare state, his commitment to social democracy, and his dedication to the Norwegian people earned him the title of the Father of the Nation. Even after his retirement, his influence remained central to Norway's political landscape. Gerhardsen's legacy continues to inspire generations of politicians and citizens, both in Norway and beyond.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe our channel.